The farmer never lost hope. The harvest everyone said would never come. What would you do if your hard work failed again and again? If every season brought disappointment, every neighbor doubted you, and every dream seemed to fade away? Most people would give up, but one farmer refused to let failure decide his future. His story proves that hope is not just a feeling, it is a decision. In the rolling countryside outside Bozeman, Montana, lived a humble farmer named Jacob Turner. He wasn't wealthy. He didn't own hundreds of acres of land or expensive machinery. He owned only a small family farm that had been passed down from his grandfather. Every morning, long before the sun appeared, Jacob was already outside feeding the animals, repairing fences, and preparing the fields. He believed that if he worked honestly, life would eventually reward him. But life had different plans. One year, a powerful drought dried up nearly all of his crops. The next year, a violent hailstorm destroyed what little had survived. Then rising costs pushed him deeper into debt. His neighbors slowly began selling their farms and moving to the city. One afternoon, a man named Brian Cole, who owned a large commercial farm nearby, stopped his truck beside Jacob's field. Looking across the dry land, Brian shook his head. "Jacob, you're wasting your time. This farm is finished. You should sell it before you lose everything." Jacob smiled politely. "I may lose a harvest, but I won't lose hope." Brian laughed and drove away. That evening, Jacob sat alone on the wooden porch of his old farmhouse. His daughter Emma, who was 10 years old, walked outside carrying 2 cups of hot chocolate. "Dad, are we going to lose the farm?" Jacob looked across the empty fields before answering. "I don't know, but I do know this. As long as we don't stop planting, we haven't lost." Emma never forgot those words. Instead of giving up, Jacob decided to try something completely different. He spent every evening reading about modern farming methods. He learned how to improve the soil, collect rainwater, and grow crops that could survive difficult weather. People laughed when they saw him experimenting. Some called him stubborn, others called him foolish. Jacob simply kept working. Months passed. Nothing changed overnight. But little by little, the soil became healthier. The crops became stronger. The farm slowly came back to life. Then came the spring that nobody expected. Perfect rain, warm sunshine, healthy fields. By summer, Jacob's farm was producing one of the best harvests the county had seen in years. The same neighbors who once pitied him now stopped by to ask for advice. Even Brian returned. Standing beside the golden fields, he quietly admitted, "I was wrong." Jacob smiled. "No, you just stopped believing sooner than I did." Years later, Jacob's farm became a model for sustainable agriculture across the state. Farmers from all over America visited to learn from him. One young farmer asked, "Mr. Turner, what's the secret to your success?" Jacob picked up a handful of rich soil and let it slowly fall through his fingers. "The secret isn't farming. It's refusing to quit. Anyone can work when everything goes well. But character is built when you keep planting, even after your last harvest failed." The young man nodded. He understood. Hope wasn't magic. Hope was courage. As the sun set over the fields that evening, Emma, now grown into a successful agricultural scientist, stood beside her father. She smiled and said, "Dad, remember when I asked if we were going to lose the farm?" Jacob laughed. "I remember. You never answered with certainty." Jacob looked across the endless fields glowing in the golden sunset. "No, because I couldn't control the weather, but I could control whether I gave up." That became the greatest lesson Emma ever learned. Life will bring storms. People will doubt you. Plans will fail. Dreams will be tested. But as long as you keep planting seeds of effort, faith, and perseverance. Your season will come. So if life feels difficult today, don't judge your future by your current season. Winter never lasts forever. Every field that looks empty today has the potential to become tomorrow's harvest. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who's losing hope. And if you enjoy motivational stories filled with powerful life lessons, unforgettable characters, and inspiring endings, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Because your next breakthrough might begin with the very next story you hear. Remember, the strongest people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep planting, even when they can't yet see the harvest.